walking away from my camera. Oh, you're there, are you? What are you doing there? You didn't remind me, did you? I could have walked off and gone home and come back and my camera would have gone missing. Never ever walk off without your camera. It could go missing. Good morning, guys. We're at Knypesley Lake today. Thought we'd have a little wander around, see what's going on. Knypesley Pool, this is. Knypesley Pool. I've had a lot of rain just lately. I've only been on the bike once this week. I've been off for 6 days. And it's coming close to the end. Because today's Friday and back to work on Monday. But hey-oh, keeps paying for stuff, doesn't it? Like expensive computers. Anyway, it's just nice to be able to get out, I said to the missus. Thinking we can go out and do some blogging. Says, well, if you keep practicing, you can become a blogger. And she's right, of course. Look at that down there. It's just nice, isn't it? Just nice to be out. What I like about the editing side. It doesn't matter, you just can let the camera just keep recording. So I've just lowered it down a little bit. Going straight through to the other. Knypesley Pool is a place where I used to come as a kid. Then we had children. Then our children came here to walk around the lake. How many families have done the same thing? You walk around the lake and their mates came along, Auntie and Natalie's. I always remember Genevieve Rosser came with us one of the times. I've still got them memories on VHS tape when they were probably about 12, 13, causing havoc. It's nice to be able to just come out, have a little walk, mind your own business, and just have fun. I bet these days a lot of people come around talking to themselves, making blogs for YouTube. Mine's mainly for Facebook though. Haven't moved on to that at the moment. But pleasant. Oh, you alright?
Hello.
Good. So nice just to have a little walk around. Nature and crocodiles. They're monsters, aren't they? No doubt they've got to live, so they need food, so they'll eat anything, wild animals to human beings. And Florida is one of the places where they've got loads of them. Apparently over 400 a year. People are taking crocodiles every year. Who knows? Maybe there's some in here. This is a great stick, this is. DJI, good stick. Should have come around here with Billy Wellies on, I think. Ooh, bit of wind there. Bit of wind for the microphone. I suppose put my hand over it, I'll get rid of some of it. I believe there's a sign up here somewhere. What's the sign say, I wonder? That's what it says. A little bit. What do you expect for April? I don't know where we are now. Is it April the 18th? I don't know. I suppose I could put this in my jacket to stop some of the wind. But hey ho, I'm going to have a wander this way. See what's what. Let's have a little wander, eh, Ken? Let's have a wander. I'm glad I put my hat on now, my Seiko hat. It's nice just to have a little wander, isn't it, eh? Have a little wander and see what you come across. Wonder what makes an interesting blogger channel. Humour, facts, daredevil stunts. What can an almost 62-year-old do to make his videos interesting? Or am I just doing what I tell everybody? I'm just doing it for me. Just doing it for me, so I can experience watching them back. Well, there's definitely an element of that truth. But I'm thinking, there's other things like I want to create. I want to be interesting. I think being outdoors is a good way to do it. I feel like I need a normal mic now to do voiceovers. It never stops. I've definitely bought the wrong shoes to come out here. Definitely got the wrong kind of shoes to get anyway. And I've got boots. Got all the right clobber at home. But no, I just put a pair of normal shoes on. That are going to be thick with mud, and I've got to clean when I get back. Do you know what? I've never come down this way when I've come to Knypesley. Ever. What can you see down there? Eh? Well, it is good to be out and about, Kenny. I think your selfie stick's better anyway. We are exploring, we are. You can still jump. There's the eclipse. Love the freedom, just being able to come out, have a wander, appreciate being alive. Such a grand old age. Well, it's a grand old age to me anyway. So I'll just have a little wander around here. Let's just change the angle. I tell you what, that knitting she's doing, wow. She's going for more complicated designs. Each one seems to be more harder. But she says, they're easy. Easy. She's trying to describe to my daughter, Natalie, and showing her about knit one, purl one. No, it's not a foreign language for those who don't know anything about knitting. But I think everybody knows that, don't they? Even I've heard of knit one, purl one. But she's been doing, I think she's, what's she on now, a 6 blanket with head bonnets. I've told her to make cuddly toys. Knit them. All she needs is the pattern, and she's able to read it like somebody can read music. Doesn't matter how complicated it is. She just works it out and does it. And why can she do that? One reason. Because she enjoys it and wants to do it. I guess if she was being paid to do something, it'd be like, it takes the fun out of it, doesn't it? I'm doing this for money. Anyway, Sharon's got a knitting. I've got me outdoor adventures. Not everything needs to be done on a motorbike. It can be done just like this. Fishing lake. Anybody here who's done come to Knypesley for fishing? Bet there must be somebody. Knypesley Lake. Bit of range, or grain, sorry, bit of grains. Got a nice place, gardens as well. I've gone visit there as well. I noticed a guy on YouTube, young lad, who's got an interest in trains. But how he comes across in all this is a bit of a geek, a bit of an anorak. That's what people call them, don't they? I don't wish to offend anybody. And I don't know if he's just taking the mickey with it all, or whether or not that's genuinely him. Because he's dead geeky and he's dead over the top. Again, if you're going to get people to watch your videos, you've got to be a little bit odd in some way, I suppose, or very talented. I think I better stick to the odd. Still trying to find my talent. Anybody know what my talent is? Leave a message. Because I don't know. Should know. Or choose not to know. Because I believe that I can't do much. And if you believe something until you realise and wake up, guess what? You're always going to think that way. Life's too short. to think that way. This camera is amazing though. Looking forward to watching this footage back more than you are. Couple of robins there in front of us. Hello, little one. What you doing there? Hey? Aren't amazing when you look, trying to look what the, if it's still recording, and I pull a face when I do it. I wonder if it helps you see better when you crunch up your face like that. Of course, I haven't got my readers on, I've got my sunnies on. Been looking at some glasses. Guy at work bought his online. How that works, you go get your eyes tested, get the prescription, and then you go online, follow the instructions, and the guy I was talking from at work says he feels like it's got a much better deal. Everything's accurate and works as it should do. And that's what you want, don't you? You part with your money and you've got a hell of a long time, I can't remember what he said now. I know it's more than a month to send them back. Might have been even something stupid like 6 months. That's confidence for you. But anyway, I'd like to have at least one pair, which are those reactors to light and turn into like sunglasses. Kind of cool. I like the idea of that. And still being able to read with them on, even if it's sunny. Very good. I'm liking that idea. And I'm liking this way round. Visitor centre? What visitor centre? Didn't know there was a visitor centre there. No. Anyway, let's onwards. Let's keep wandering, eh? Have a keep wandering. You know what? Having a camera in your hand when you go do things like this, especially when you're on your own, makes it more fun. I was a lazy bugger this morning though. Do you know I didn't get up till 20 past 11? 20 past 11. Well, I had one of them mornings when my body clock woke me up at 5 o'clock. Work mode. And could I nod off again? No. I couldn't nod off. I love water. I'm very well, you? Fantastic. Lovely be out in. Yeah, I should have come a more appropriate dress with my shoes. I've got all the gear and just walked out. I thought, yeah, go you walk. Take care. What are they doing? Well, they got plenty of mud on them. Actually, not as bad as I thought they were. Thank heavens for baby wipes. Baby wipes will clean my shoes. Of course, all this I'm doing at the moment is all to do with experimentation for blogging. Still got my mic there. Yep, mic's recording. It's good because you can see a green light going across when I speak, which tells me it's recording. I brought 2 spare batteries with me. Oh my god, look what I've got to go over now. Now, how am I going to do this? Left or right? Right. It's got to be right, hasn't it? Be good for the camera though for 4 then, wouldn't it? It would be. Bit of twinkle toes there. Perhaps tomorrow, I say to Sean, we're going out for a meal. But before we go for a meal, we're going to take you somewhere nice. We're going for a little walk. So make sure you dress up and put your heels on. And then we'll come here. Wonder how far we'll go before she realises I'm not walking in these heels around there. Not long. Take me back. And who can blame her? People have asked me, how does your wife put up with you? Quite easily, is my answer. Sharon might tell you something differently. Thinking about going Knypesley today, Duck. Go on, get yourself out there, enjoy. What are you going to do? I'm going to do my knitting. 36 years married, it's 37 this year in September. Got married in 1986. Do the sums. I know what you're thinking. I don't look old enough to be married that long. Am I right? Or am I right? Today is a day of a life-changing experience. I know that's not winning the lottery tonight. I've already done that, been there, had the t-shirt. Something different. Something really, really different. And that is living and realising you have the moment to live. Live in the moment. We can plan, we can do things, but nobody knows how long you've got. I'm just mindful as well what the British government is trying to say. And that is that to fight against Russia, they need more soldiers. I think it's 18 to 25 is the age group they're after at the moment. Sons and daughters, call up, and if there is any kind of issue going on with Russia, well, guess what? Off you go. Hopefully you come back alive. But with war, lives will be lost, sons and daughters will be killed. Is war always necessary? Good question. I wouldn't like to think that England has been invaded, because if they were, I want something done about it. I don't want somebody taking over our homes, stealing our loved ones. Then I'm up for war. And I guess for a lot of people, until war hits the backyard, your own backyard even, well, guess what? It's easy to talk about it, but I have no real effect on you. That's how it works, isn't it? Well, this is a pleasant walk around, and I've never been here before. Not this part of. Shane, Ryan and Lee are coming over from Australia in the next couple of weeks, I believe. Ryan sent me a message last night, about 2 a.m, I think, when I read it. There you go, told you I wasn't sleeping. Anyway, he's coming over with his brothers, and says it's nice to come and visit you and see you. Well, hope to see you, and of course it is. Please pop over. They're coming over for Bridget's wedding, which is in May. Fast approaching, that is. They're used to all the nice weather, aren't they, in Australia? Christmas, boiling hot. I don't know what's happened to our weather. You say global warming, don't they? Filming now in 1080 because it just came back saying SD card full. Although I've got SD cards, they're in the car, and didn't think I'd need one because this is 128 gigabytes. But you start recording in 4 and 2.7K, it uses the space, plus it had motorbike footage on there, which I've just deleted off. So should have plenty of room now in this card, especially because I've loaded to 1080. And it'll be interesting to see how this is coming up. So this little wave means that it's all 10.80 from now on. Got my phone, got my car keys, got my batteries. I've had to just check because I put things down and I leave them down. I don't know how far this walk is because I've never been here before. Have I said that to you? Never been this way. It's very pleasant though. Very, very pleasant. Nice place to come. With families, this is. Bet Keen's like this. And Kai. And Anthony. And Natalie. And Sean. As long as you bring your wallies though. Don't want to be responsible for making your cars a mess. I bet it wouldn't be a bad idea, you know, if I was brave enough to walk barefoot It's supposed to be really healthy for you. Our feet are always in shoes and socks. Oh, mine are anyway. But to walk around and feel the earth under your feet, get all muddy, it's an experience, isn't it? I think we might head up in a circle. I don't know. Is there nothing? Well, we'll do, because the lake's on my right. As long as I keep seeing the lake, I guess I've got it cracked, haven't I? I think if you're doing a blog here, I think it's just smile more. So I'm smiling more. And why am I smiling more? Because I'm able to get out and do things like this. And it's on my doorstep. But it isn't 3 miles away. And then you've got all this around. It's probably more like just over 2 miles. This is a video about me. And already my mindset is thinking about, wouldn't it be nice to be retired, to do this kind of stuff every day, to do something that you couldn't do because you had to wait for your holidays or your days off. I've always been able to go to work. What I'm trying to think of, trying to stop here, started running and I can't. With the stabilisation, this camera's on a long pole and there's vibration. But guess what? Oh, I'm back on the track now. I know where I am now. There's just a couple of squirrels there, look. Is that nice? Good, good, good. That's it. You okay? Stay there. It's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You enjoying that? Hey, you enjoying that? Good, good, good. Hey. Anyway, retirement. That's what I was talking about. So retirement. Government is saying, you know, for my era, you retire at 67. Never used to be that way. Women used to be 60. That's changed. I think it's 65 now for women. 67 for me, which means another 5 years before I can legally take my pension. 5 years. We all know how fast 5 years can go, but when you're waiting for it to come, it feels like forever for them 5 years to finally arrive. So I guess we're gonna have to wait. God, those steps are big. As you can see, there'll be a bloody giant come down there. It's about being creative, isn't it? How the hell does a tree get half its bloody magic mushrooms, look here? Magic mushrooms. Probably poison if you have that. How'd you get that gaping hole in it like that? Memories of happier times. I loved dearly and never forgotten. Oh, soon slowed down there, didn't I? Need a tree to push off to get my arse up here. I'm looking forward to seeing this footage later and to see the difference in quality between the 2K and the 1080. Now, as it's a 1080 monitor, I'm not going to see any difference. So what I'll do is watch it back on my iMac, because that's a 4K screen. Knypesley Hall Estate, 12th century Great Hall at Knypesley. Built 1970, updated in 1809. Poor old James died at 1824. How do some people end up living in houses like that? Good to see that footage of the squirrels, wasn't it? Wouldn't like one bite me though. Could have got to there a bit closer, but were frightened off by a dog, which is okay. I'm going to change what I can change. Can't change anybody else. I'm not here to change anybody else. Hey, that's good. That's a good bloody piece of advice for everyone. Don't try to change others. Let others be themselves. If you want to guide them, support them, well, fine. But look in the mirror as you're doing it first. So you're giving the right advice, and not advice that really suits just you. It's a big lake, this is. Do you know how many volumes of water this is? Hey? And I haven't Googled this. I happen to know. And I've actually converted it to pints. Well, litres actually. How many litres of water is there in this lake right now? Well, I could check Google, but actually, I actually know how much there is because this camera lets you know how it is. What you've done is you dip it into the water, turn it round 360, and it measures the metric volume of water. So, the question, how many litres of water are there in there? 10,000 litres. There you go. Bit more information you can share with your friends. I don't need to fact check that because the camera never lies. Just think, we've got more of this blogging to come through the summer. It can either get better or it can get worse. But if you practice something, doesn't it normally get better, what you do? I think it does. Not sure how the light will pick up on that. Bit of a grey day today. Who's put that tree in the way? There, my view. I'll move that in a second. Bench there. Do I want a bench put somewhere when I die? Where do I spend most of my time? Work. Well, I suppose you could have a bench put outside a place of work. Does it surprise people that maybe I'm cracking up? Do you know that, don't you? Been there watching me. I hope you've not been listening to everything I've been saying. Oh dear. Everywhere you look, there's a bloody camera there these days. Don't know what's going on. Okay, you've done enough filming now. Film something else. Genevieve Ross, didn't I? And that's what I remember hearing Natalie going up there and me trying to scare them by saying there's someone in there. Was it the Warden's Tower? I think it was. Let me just think about it now. Oh yeah, I remember now. It was the Warden's Tower with a date inscribed 1828. It was built as an eye catcher on a rocky outcrop overlooking the newly Knypesley Reservoir. It is a sham castle, fully designed as a picturesque focal point in the landscape, visible above the trees from Knypesley Hall. The tower was a gamekeeper's lodge and a prospect tower, helping the keeper to look out of the herds of deer in the woods and the ducks on the lake. Today, the tower is an important bat roost with 5 bat species. It's really weird how I remember all this. It's all locked up in here. Oh, what's over the brick wall? Looks like water to me. It's going to take me hours to edit all this, you know. But I've got hours. I'm retired. With what I've got left in the bank, £523,000. Probably Oh, I like to waffle. Waffling's good for the soul. I think I've got one anyway. A soul, that is. Keep smiling, keep laughing, keep having fun. What to film and what not to film is the question. See how the camera is. And we turn around, walk back to it, because I don't want to go without it. So we'll test that out in post-production. Walking away from the camera. Oh, you're there, are you? What are you doing there? You didn't remind me, did you? I could have walked off and gone home and come back and my camera would have gone missing. Never ever walk off without your camera. It could go missing. I think the anyways are my cut points. Instead of saying cut, I say anyway. And that will help with my editing. I wanted a Final Cut Pro, but I believe you can only use it on iMac. So I've got PhotoDirector 365, which is just as good, I believe. You're right. Bet that guy thought, bloody hell, I'm on camera here. My car's over there. So I've got to walk all the way around there to the car. Someone's lost an eyeball here, look. Bloody eyeball, look here. Told you there's bloody cameras everywhere. You're being watched wherever you go. I thought it'd help out Big Brother. Has a helping hand on watching you, watching me. So how do I turn, say, a 2-hour video into, I don't know, let's go 20 minutes. Well, there's lots of quietness, lots of me talking complete nutter nonsense. So I'm going to have to start putting stuff on YouTube, won't I? That's what people do. I'm not after being paid for this because I'm not creative enough and I don't have enough about me really to make a video interesting. But let's stick with doing it for me. It's going to keep me busy this afternoon. And that's what I like. Makes sense? Of course it does. But it does seem to have done the job. My nothing seems to be getting stuck anymore, freezing. So that's better. Walking back towards the car now, after a little bit of messing about. Wonder what's for tea tonight. Steak and chips probably. There we go. So anyway, that's another cut. Got more cuts on this than I have bloody video footage, I think. Wow, such a pleasant place to be. Can you imagine living in this? Can you imagine living here? Being a property tycoon, I don't need any more houses. I think 10 is enough. Life, you can make it up as you go along, can't you? Make your own life up. If it's real to you, it's real to you. Does it have to be real to anybody else? No. Do other people think you're mad and crazy? Of course they do. Do you know what? I think I've hit on something there. That can be my niche. Talking absolute bollocks. Nothing wrong with that, because nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters to me. Well, my car's still there, which I fully expect. Staffordshire County Council, Greenbank Country Park, pool car park, picnic area, no overnight tents or caravans. Cafe now open. What cafe? Can you say fisherman anymore? I don't know if you can. Anyway, having a pleasant walk out that was. It's been nice. Well, I've enjoyed that, even though I should have put the right shoes on. Anyway, catch you later.